firstly is being in check with your own emotions and acknowledging how you feel about things. And when you acknowledge how you feel about things, you can then start to potentially reframe so that you think about the situation differently, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we could read something in the paper that says the economy is going to shrink by 22%. And then we can watch the TV and they tell us that that level of shrinkage hasn't happened since 1903. And they released the bogeyman into the community, and we're all now really worried about this thing. Whereas if you look at it the other way, 78% of business is still out there.
Yeah.
And if we've lost 22, then we still have 78. And maybe if I got a bit more curious as to where the 78 is, rather than regretting the loss of the 22, I'd have a different mission for today. And if I started to look for the positivity that is less frequently shared on the news, I could start to become my own emotional controller, if that makes sense. So definitely thinking about emotional resilience and how we react to things that hit us, because when you take two things, so you take a stimulus and you take somebody's reaction to the stimulus, that becomes the outcome. And people dwell too much on the outcome without recognizing, how did I react to the stimulus? And when you recognize that you have a choice as to how you react to the stimulus, then you can change the outcome. So becoming your own kind of emotional control center, I think, is important. I think it's important to always remember that, like, literally nothing lasts forever. There will be an end. And although we can't say for definite the date will be, we can be certain that there will be an end. And all of this talk about there being a new normal when we come out of this, I think that the new normal that we enter will be better than the normal that we went into it with, because every crisis and every thing that the human race has suffered, we've always come out of it stronger because of it. And having some faith in humanity is a good place to be, I think. I don't think we're going to leave this and end up in the dark ages. We tend to come out of these things with a bounce as a community. And then thirdly, just celebrating the little things, setting little milestones of victories that you can have to be able to make sure that you get an endorphin hit every day. And whether that comes from the victory of managing to do some exercise, or being able to set yourself a goal or a target to achieve something by a certain time and you do it, that little buzz, that bit of chemistry is what's going to keep you feeling good on the inside.